was promoting Krish, and that was actually a promotional interview for that film. And when
you are not on Twitter.
yeah, because
Why
I'm
not?
very sensitive. I can't really take all of that, you know, especially, and also I think it's not easy to be, you know, where we are. There's so much work pressure, and there's so many expectations, and you know, I mean, I don't know about others, but I started very young, and like I told you in my interview, that I am very I'm sensitive, and I take criticism very seriously. Like, I wouldn't really believe that people can do it for fun also. Like, for me, it's like a proper feedback. Okay, so you really said that I look like a bitch. So you, like, what are the, like, from which angle? So, you know, I would take it really seriously and would want to make it a constructive thing for me and my personality and the work that I do. So if people are doing it for fun, or to be nasty, or just because they are having a bad day, you know, I can't deal with that. So I think there are all kind of people out there, and I don't have to know everyone. It's okay.
But, you know, Kangana, and you saw, we showed them a clip, Kangana, clippings from the front row, and that interview where she talked about how you don't prepare women like trained dogs to be given away in marriage.
That interview went viral. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a part of social chatter for a long time.
For a long time.
Yeah.
That was the single most successful interview we did in 2 years.
And the best part was that when it went viral, the tagline or the headline was that you won't believe who said that. Like, I was like, why would I be the last person who could talk like that? You know, they were like, the actress spoke, and you won't believe who the actress is. And I'm like, so they definitely don't have the impression of me that I have of me. So there was
There's a disconnect there.
bit of a revelation.
No, but I think the credit for that really goes to you, because she spoke very honestly about the struggles of being an actor. You know, she talked about sitting on a set all day, or on a film like Double Dhamal, or you know, one of the not so great projects that she's done, and why you would need to do it. And she was very funny, and she said, well, once you're a, you know, semi-famous person, you can't exactly go away and be an intern at a magazine. You know, you're a semi-famous
intern. You can't be an
intern.
engineer because, you know, she was there in 2 movies and now she can't do it.
But you know, I will not take credit for that interview, Anu, seriously, and we spoke about it. Also because around that time I was promoting Krish, and that was actually a promotional interview for that film. And when the interview went viral, the messages that started to come in, I was confused about the interview people were talking about. I didn't know it's your interview. They were like, oh, we saw this and the depth of your personality. I'm like, okay, fine. But when the phone calls and the messages became very serious, like 100 messages a day or things like that, and I'm like, what did I say? And I said, this is the interview with Anu, and Anu doesn't ask you, you know, like really sensational questions, and you know, she doesn't really get into that. So I said, what did we say? I don't really remember anything, you know, but when I went through that again, I realized that she, for the first time, there was, you know, an interviewer who was wanting to know me, like really me, not the person or the perspective people have of me. Like, she was interested in exploring the human being I was, and I had so much fun talking about it. Like, I am usually very agitated when I'm on stage or in any interview.
Now.
Very. But in that interview, I couldn't believe we were having these really free-flowing conversations, and I was a bit, you know, like, you know, it was a learning experience. That could also be an interview first, when you're, you know, so happy to talk about things that people generally don't talk about. You know, who's interested in those kind of questions? And then it went viral. So that was the, you know, like, for me, I've never had an experience like that before, but that changed a lot for me. Like, people, like I said, they couldn't believe the actress it was.
Yeah, I mean, invariably the question they want to answer is, what were the moments you remember from the making of this film?
I think so,
and for the longest time, I was asked question, like 5-6 years ago, I was asked the question, who would you think be the next generation star, Deepika or Sonam? I'm like, me. funny. Tell us the answer. I'm like, me, why not me? So like, no, we want a serious answer. I'm like, okay. So, so they're all very predictable questions, and some of them can get very hurtful also.